So I guess just tell me why you came up from South Carolina.
Well, three of the Norine's friends are trying to get this out in the open again, so that we can, hopefully somebody's going to come forward who knew something from 28 years ago. And we just want to get the word out there again and just let everybody know it's not forgotten. And we're still working on it. Police are still working on it. Her husband, John, had called me at 8 o'clock in the morning and asked me if I could go to Pathmark to see if her car was there, because they had a little argument that night and she went to Pathmark to buy cookies, to make cookies for Christmas. So I came and her car was right around this area here. And so I went to the payphone over there and I called John. He came down to the parking lot. And at that point, we looked in the car. The car was locked. She had wrapped Christmas presents in the back. So John called the police. The police came down. They said that they couldn't file a missing persons report for 24 hours. And then they asked John what she was wearing. He explained what she was wearing. I believe she was wearing red pants, he said. And that was really it. And then John took the car home, and we left at that point.
So what were you thinking when you got here? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I guess obviously it's daylight. You pull up. Do you see her car right away? Is this parking lot empty?
At that point, it was not empty. There were quite a few cars, but I actually saw her car right away because I pulled in this way and I saw her car sitting right around this area. So, but I was thinking, I wasn't sure why she would park in that spot, because at 11 o'clock at night, if you're going to Pathmark by yourself, and I'm sure there wasn't a lot of cars here, she probably would have parked closer to the store, I was thinking. So I thought that was a little strange.
So right away you thought something, your gut was telling you something strange.
Something was strange, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you saw the car was locked and the presents were in there, did you feel any better or worse, or what were you thinking then? So there didn't seem to be like a struggle there if she locked the car.
Right, she locked the car, but I just didn't know. I did not feel good at that point. Her car was there all night, so I did not feel good. I figured something bad had happened at that point.
And then subsequently, did people, I guess, go into Pathmark and ask questions? Did anyone see her here that you know of?
That I know of, no, nobody saw her. And I inquired about the cameras. I said, was there cameras? But the police said that at that time they didn't have cameras. So I don't really know what happened with the cameras. I would think there would be some sort of camera somewhere.
Right.
But
So in 1990.
1990, yeah, who knows? I don't know if they had them back then.
When you got the call from John that morning, what were you thinking?
Well, when he initially called me, he said that he woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and Norine wasn't there. So I guess he was concerned. He called me not until 8 o'clock, though. So I don't really know why he didn't go from 5 to 9 to check, but his mother was there at the time when he called me at 8 o'clock. So he asked me to go to Pathmark, which I don't really know why he didn't go, prior to that.
So when was the last time you saw her or spoke to her?
I had seen her. Her and I and her other best friend, Kelly, went out to dinner, and she was talking about how she was not happy in her marriage. And that was the first we ever heard of it. She had showed me pictures of Halloween because we went trick-or-treating together. And that was the last time I'd seen her. I spoke to her after that, but I don't recall what we spoke about at that point.
And when was the last time anyone saw her alive that you know
of? The morning of the 12th. Now, I went to find the car on the 13th, which was her birthday. The morning of the 12th, her and her mother and her sister and her sister's baby and the kids all went to see Santa Claus, and they went shopping, and apparently they got home later at night. I think she got home around 10:30 at night, at which time her husband said she changed her clothes and went to Pathmark.
Can anyone verify other than the husband's word that she did make it back to the apartment?
I'm pretty sure that her sister, I don't know.
Okay.
No, I can't
Okay.
say. I don't know.
So you know that
I know that she was with her sister and her mother, but I don't know if she had her own car or they dropped her off at her house.
okay. So at this point, what do you and her friends think happened to her?
Well, at this point, not even at this point, but I know right from the beginning it had to be foul play because she would never, ever leave her kids. So she did not run away. We know that. I mean, her kids were everything to her. That was her life. And she was a great mother, and there's no way she would have left her kids. So I am sure it was foul play in my head. It was foul play.
So you don't think she could be alive at this point?
No, not after 28 years especially.
Was this a safe neighborhood at the time? Did it ever
Yeah.
occur to you that something could happen here in the
No,
parking
never.
lot?
No.
And what are you hoping, I guess, talking to us now, that somebody may remember something,
Somebody may remember, somebody maybe after 28 years will just come forward and clear their conscience that they know something or, they know what happened. I mean, you don't know what people go through in 28 years. Maybe hopefully somebody knows something. So we're just hoping that somebody will, if we get it out there, somebody will come forward. So they've actually been working on this for about a year and a half, calling people and trying to get, the whole story together and what happened. And they got a story into Newsday and just trying to get it out there right now and hope that something will happen.
And why is this so important for you? How did you know Norine?
I met Norine at work. She was actually my best friend. She's my daughter's godmother. And it's just sad that nobody knows what happened, especially her children, her family. Her mother passed away, never knowing what happened. They were never able to see the children again after that. And it's just sad. We just really want to know, for Norine's sake and for the family's sake and the friend's sake, what could have happened.
Hello?
Hi, John. I'm Eileen from News 12.
Hi.
We're doing the story about the disappearance of your wife, Norine,
Okay.
and just wanted to get, your input on that. Like, what do you think happened to her? We're trying to renew the interest in the case and see if it could be solved.
Okay, I don't have any new news about it. If you want news, please ask the police department. This was brought up by my in-laws from, Norine's side. It's been very disturbing to my two older children, and I prefer not to have any more comment other than that. Okay?
Can you just tell me what you think happened to her? Do you think she's alive?
No, I don't think she's alive.
Okay.
No. I think she was murdered. That's what I think, and we just haven't ever found her.
Murdered, but when she went to the Pathmark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
There was a report that a lady seen an argument there.
Okay.
Okay, that came out about 2 weeks later, but nothing ever turned up from it.
Between her and a man?
Two men.
Two men.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a description of those men or any video?
You gotta get, yes, but I was not involved in it. My fire department friends who were out searching at the time turned it over to the police and the lady over, and I don't know what came of it. Okay?
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.